guys that get a lot of credit is Steve Blackman from Muscular Development. I mean, those guys have done an extraordinary job for years and years and years to promote health, to promote fitness, to promote strength, to promote bodybuilding, powerlifting, weightlifting, and all of those kind of things. So the contributions they made is gigantic, and I hail them for that.
Ron Harris here from MuscularDevelopment.com at the Arnold Classic Expo with Johnnie Jackson. Johnnie, supposedly retired. I'm really not buying it. In fact, I was just talking to Branch Warren about a half hour ago. He said he thinks you might not be 100% retired. Is it possible we might see you one day back again on the stage? Not saying when, but maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. I know it's really early. In saying it, and it was an early retirement too, I have to say, and there's no reason other than me wanting to establish my future a little bit better, and I had to step away from competing to do that, or I felt as though I needed to do that, because you only can focus, bodybuilding takes up so much of your life, not time, it takes up so much of your life, so you have to 100% focus on it, and if you can't do that, you're not going to look right. And these competitors these days, you never want to show up at a show being 80% ready, So in saying that, I definitely had to step away, and that was the best way at the time for me to do it. But we'll see. Stranger things has happened. So just like you said, just like you and Branch has talked, me and Branch has talked, and who knows?
Yeah. So what are some things you've been doing? I don't say spare time, but I mean, what have you been able to focus on more since you're not competing? And it's only been 6 months since you stopped competing.
I know, right? It's not like it's been forever. But I opened up my own facility, JOJ Fitness in Hurst, Texas. Okay. I'm up at 3 in the morning. I open up the gym at 5, and I'm there until 9 p.m. So it's taking up all my time. And there was like 3 months between the last Olympia and now, where me and Branch, we didn't even see each other. He was really busy with Black Skulls, and I was really busy constructing my gym. And we hadn't worked out or anything. But we, recently, within the last few weeks, got back together, and we split times. Sometimes up at the Metroplex, Arlington, other times at my gym we train, and it's working. And I'm feeling good, and things are, getting organized. I'm feeling better and stuff like that. So, like I said, who knows?
Because I mean, a lot of guys retire when it becomes clear that they're on the way out anyway. When the placings start going down, when they start getting injured. But you had a hell of a year last year. You won the Arnold Classic. What country was it?
South Africa.
South Africa. You won the Toronto. I was there for that. Physically, that was probably some of the best condition I've ever seen out of you was last year.
Yeah.
So it's not like you left because you had to. You walked away at your best. So that being said,
well, that's a fine line. I had to, because I had to take care of business and make sure my family's taken care of. So that's way more important than me standing on stage saying, "Look at me."
Right. But I mean, is there a temptation to make that be your last year just because it was such a great way to go out with the wins and all that?
Well, I mean, that's just icing on the cake. Just being an IFBB pro is an honor. In any show, whether I win, lose, or draw, well, there's no draw, but whether I win or place, down the line, it's a pleasure and an honor for me to stand on stage, represent myself, my family, the companies that sponsor me, like Mutant, SBD, represent them, and represent my own brand, JOJ Fitness. And each time I step on stage, it's a pleasure and honor for me. So, whether I win or whether I don't, really, stakes any claim on, that's the best way to go out, or it's time for me to go out. It's more of, priorities. I'm a realistic person. I keep myself in reality all the time. I know what I can and can't do, but always pushing to do better. And that's how I live my life. So, I never not look at any angle, especially when it can benefit myself and benefit my family's future. I never, throw anything in the wastebasket,
Well, I have to say, you had an extra level of inspiration because to a lot of people out there, they respect the guys like yourself, like Ronnie, like Branch, that are all about the hardcore, heavy training. And it's not just going in there and pumping away on machines and cables. You really paid your dues over many years, and powerlifting champion. It's just a different level of respect that I think a lot of fans have for you, and that select few others that are like that, because to a lot of us, that's bodybuilding. It's not just getting up on stage, it's the training, it's the effort.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we like to show the journey, not just the end point of standing on stage and being fined and finished and oiled up. We show the rough stuff, whether we get injured or whether we fail in the lift or, whether we succeed. We show all aspects because we're real. And we like to, keep it real. And we would like people like that. When we were growing up, we had people like that in our lives. Nowadays, everybody is so selfish. So we try to keep it real and keep everything out there to where, like, we're human beings. We're trying to strive to be the best, just like you are in your, job or in your sport, and that's all it is.
Well, Johnny, thank you so much for your time. Wishing you the best in your quote-unquote retirement, but you've got plenty of other stuff going on to keep you busy.
Absolutely.
The next chapter in life and all that. But we'd still like to see you back one day if you decide to. We'd love to see you on stage again, of course.
Yeah.
You're one of the greats.
Yeah.
So
always a pleasure.
thank you so much. For MuscularDevelopment.com, Ron Harrison, Johnny Jackson. Still got it.